Hey, what's up everybody? I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be discussing individuals who have significantly increased their net worth investing in Bitcoin. And I'm also going to talk about traditional investors who do not like Bitcoin as an investment. Now, we have Peter Mallouk, who does not like Bitcoin. You can find this particular article on Cointelegraph. We have Warren Buffett, who has gone on record to say Bitcoin is probably rat poison squared. And we have Dr. Doom, Peter Schiff, who consistently talks negatively about Bitcoin. Interestingly enough, these three individuals are involved in the traditional markets, which is stocks, stocks, bonds, all that stuff. Now, it's extremely understandable why they would have some sort of hatred towards Bitcoin, because it's a new technology, and usually people don't like change and they don't like new things that they don't understand. So it makes perfect sense that they would be completely against it. Also, they've made a majority of their wealth in that traditional market, so it makes perfect sense that, okay, they're not going to like Bitcoin. Perfectly fine. Now, one thing you must keep in mind is there's people who have made or who have significantly increased their net worth investing in Bitcoin and other digital assets. Now, these people in the traditional markets will not advocate or suggest that you invest in Bitcoin. They would prefer you to, in Peter Schiff's case, he would prefer that you purchase gold. And there's a bias with that. Peter Schiff has a company that sells gold. So why would he go against his business and say, hey, go and buy Bitcoin? Absolutely not. But the irony of it is, his business accepts Bitcoin as a form of payment to buy gold. I mean, it's weird, right? Doesn't make any sense. So clearly he has some understanding of the value of Bitcoin. However, he will never admit it. And if you go on his Twitter, he consistently bashes Bitcoin. Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, he has made all his money in stock investments. He's a value investor. So it makes perfect sense that he would also not like Bitcoin. All he knows is stocks. Maybe some bonds here and there, but preferably stocks. That's his forte. So it makes absolute sense that Warren Buffett would not like Bitcoin. Also, Warren Buffett has missed purchasing Apple stock, Amazon stock, and many other lucrative stock investments. He's a value investor. He I think traditionally sticks to bank stocks, I think oil and gas stocks, textile stocks. He sticks to things that he knows. And you know what? As an investor, that makes perfect sense to do. However, Mr. Buffett, I believe, is old-fashioned. Don't get me wrong. It worked in his time to, accumulate that mass of billions. But we're now in a new era. And come on, he missed Apple stock. He's not even invested in Tesla. It's just mind-boggling to me that he would be completely against it. But I think he's in his 80s, so it does kind of make sense that there's a disconnect there, that he doesn't understand, tech. It makes sense to a certain degree, and I don't even think he has a smartphone. So you do the math. It just doesn't make sense. I think he has a flip phone, and just confusing. But you have these individuals. They have all invested in Bitcoin, and they have significantly increased their net worth. Now, I'm pretty sure you see where I'm going with this here. They've all invested in Bitcoin, and they're millionaires, and in some instances, they're billionaires. Now, they clearly have a vision, and they see where this space is going. Unfortunately, people like Peter Schiff, Peter Mallouk, Warren Buffett, their allegiance is to the old asset class, or the old the traditional markets. So it makes perfect sense that, you know, they would stick to what they know. They don't want to take on the risk in investing in Bitcoin. Makes perfect sense. I would be the same way too. However, I'm not a billionaire. I'm not Peter Schiff. I'm not Peter Maluk, and I'm not Warren Buffett. So it does make sense that they wouldn't be invested in cryptocurrencies, or Bitcoin more specifically. They've made their money in, whether it be gold for Peter Schiff, or investing in value stocks with Warren Buffett, or in Peter Maluk's case, investing in traditional assets for his clients. It makes perfect sense. But other people have increased their wealth tenfold in some instances, or maybe even more than that, investing in cryptocurrencies, more specifically Bitcoin. This is a new asset class, and we haven't had a new asset class in, I can't remember, Lord knows how long. So it's just a crazy good opportunity, maybe a once in a lifetime opportunity to invest in Bitcoin and digital assets. Me specifically, I would just stick to Bitcoin. I may dabble in, I do dabble in a couple other cryptocurrencies, but that's shouldn't be taken as investment advice. Please do your own research. But essentially, there's a great opportunity here to increase your net worth and to become extremely wealthy if you decide to get into the space. But there's so many other people who have increased their net worth and are either millionaires or billionaires. Now, if you're going to invest in Bitcoin, I would suggest, or I would do your own research. And I think the easiest way for you to get into the space would be to dollar cost average. I previously made a video on dollar cost averaging in versus going all in and purchasing one Bitcoin. So I would suggest that you dollar cost average. That's probably the easiest way for you to accumulate one Bitcoin, unless you have it like that and you can just outright buy one Bitcoin. But yeah, there's a really great opportunity here for, you know, almost anyone to increase their net worth. They have Bitcoin ATMs all over the world, and I'll just show you at the cryptocurrencyspace.com. Let's go to ATM locator. There's Bitcoin ATMs in almost every single country. There's Bitcoin ATMs in almost every state in the United States. You have them here in Canada. Have them here in Brazil. Well, not that many of them, but they're there. There's just Bitcoin ATMs everywhere. So the opportunities are there. You know, I really suggest you do your own research, look into it. I think Bitcoin is up almost 2,000,000% since its inception. No other stock or no other asset class, I believe, has been up that much for the past decade. And even though this year, it's 6 months into this year so far in 2020, it's already the best performing asset this year. That's insane. So the opportunities are there. You're going to have people who are in the traditional markets. They're going to be completely negative. They're not going to, you know, suggest that you get into Bitcoins. They'll say, hey, get into stocks or get into gold. Gold is not a bad investment. You know, I've dabbled with gold and I have some here and there, but ultimately I've seen more price appreciation in Bitcoin than in gold. Don't get me wrong, gold will continue to go up in value, but one Bitcoin already is worth about $9,000. So $9,000 versus, I think, gold being $1,800 right now, or maybe $1,700. I gotta check the prices, but yeah, this is essentially the cryptocurrency prices. We have Bitcoin at $9,952. We have Ethereum at $248.73. We have XRP at $21. We have Tether at $1. Bitcoin Cash is at 250. Bitcoin SV is at 198. We have Litecoin at 47 cents. $47.55. Binance Coin is at $17.85, and then we have EOS at $2.75. Cardano is at 8 cents. It has been pumping for the past couple of days now. But yeah, do your own research. And like I said, a lot of people have biases because they're in particular markets. Don't get me wrong. You do have the people who are in the cryptocurrency space, more specifically involved in Bitcoin, that have their own biases because they have significantly increased, doubled, tripled, or quadrupled their net worth investing in the space. So, they're going to definitely be pro Bitcoin or pro cryptocurrencies. And, contrary to that, you have people who are in the traditional markets like Warren Buffett, Peter Mallouk, and Peter Schiff, who will say, it's probably better for you to invest in stocks, or it's probably better for you to invest in gold in Peter Schiff's case. But my whole thing is this market is going absolutely bananas. And also, it is projected that Bitcoin in approximately 2 or 3 years is supposed to reach anywhere from 100,000 to 288,000 if you look at Plan B stock to flow model. So you do your own research. It's all on you. If you want to increase your net worth, if you want to be wealthy in the future, look, we're about to hit $10,000 with Bitcoin relatively soon. It's going to trade sideways for a few, but I mean, the opportunity is there. And look, we just hit $10,000 while recording this video. Probably by the time you watch this video later, it'll probably maybe be back at 9 or maybe at 11. Who knows? But the growth potential is in this space. In stocks, the stock market is heavily manipulated right now. People in the United States are unemployed. I would say it's unemployment in the United States right now is about 40%. But that's not just the US. You have other countries that their employment rate has also skyrocketed. So Bitcoin may be some people's saving grace. I would definitely suggest you do your own research, look into it. It's a tremendous opportunity. It may be a once in a generation opportunity for you to acquire maybe one Bitcoin or some Satoshis, and you could potentially, I don't know, the future will be crazy. But if you were able to acquire one, so congratulations. But if you're able to acquire 0.28, that's still a bargain for it to be $10,000 right now. The opportunity is yours. I really suggest that you do your own research, look into the space, look at the pros and cons investing in Bitcoin versus the pros and cons investing in gold, silver, and in the traditional markets. But I'm gonna let you guys go and do your own research. It's been fun, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.